Hello and welcome to another episode of the Tax Deductible Gamer. My name is Dan Dennis. I am your host on this little adventure on rorting the government and your taxpayer money for video game expenses. This week it is a late night lovers only episode, as I am joined by not one but two guests this week on the podcast. Is the wonderful Ethan Simiana and Bianca Cortez.
I'm not entirely unconvinced you forgot B's name.
You're not wrong. I remembered that there's a hyphen somewhere in your name, and I just went for...
Oh, she's a hyphenator.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
a hyphenator.
Where's the actual hyphen? I forgot.
Macklin Cortez.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it's actually
But I just-
B-anchor.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I just go by Cortez.
Yeah,
For my
just by
stage name.
Oh, stage name. Well,
Because people
sorry.
get it wrong.
We'll bleep
like
out.
you.
We'll bleep out the Macklin then.
If you could, thank you. Hide
Beep
my
out the-
identity.
Okay.
People just think you're slurring when you come on stage.
Yeah. She's no longer the whitest rapper alive. She's
Oh.
Macklin no more.
Oh.
Yes.
Take that bit to the
Fuck
thrift
yeah.
shop, because that is vintage.
Oh, this is going to be... we should... for anyone who is listening, for anyone out there who is listening, if you were hearing this right now, it is 10 o'clock when we're recording.
It's been a day.
I've been up
been a
since
day.
5:30.
You've been up since 5:30?
I start work at 6, but I actually started late today because I normally get up at 5.
So we lied to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No, but I got up at 5:30.
Okay.
But you got up at 5:30.
I started at 6, but I started at like 6:45 today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Congrats, man.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks for staying up and recording this pod. There's no compensation. You get minor exposure to
All right.
people who
Okay.
listen.
Pull the plug. I'm fucking out.
But no. So I have you both on today. So let's video game experiences. Who wants to start? It's weird. This is a weird seating position we've got at the moment.
It's odd.
Yeah.
We're like on a couch and
It's
Dan
like a
is not.
Yeah, and it's like a job interview, but I'm the one being interviewed.
Yeah. It'd be fun coming in for a job interview and they're like, "Can you sit on this folded out futon?" And I'm gonna sit in the chair.
Okay, I want you guys to treat this like your mate's place in their early 20s.
Sell me this pen.
Yeah. Okay, Martin Scorsese, calm the fuck down. Well, because you referenced Martin Scorsese, maybe you don't get to go first, Ethan.
All right.
Bianca, your experience with video games. What, have you been a long-term gamer, new-term
I
gamer?
have not. As those who know my comedy, I was homeschooled, so that also involved not a lot of TV and not a lot of video games.
No.
So I don't know. I feel like maybe my family got a Wii when I was like 17, and that was like the greatest fucking thing that
Was
ever
this
happened.
in the year 2008 or 2009?
Wait, how old
How
are
old
you,
am I?
So this would have been 10
It's
years
10
ago.
years ago.
So about 5 years too late to get on the
Yeah.
Wii bandwagon.
Wow,
Correct,
okay, so yeah, it
correct.
wasn't even the global financial crisis
No.
payment when everyone else got one. That's one of my favorite parts so far. I was like, when did you start getting? I was like, oh, we did this, and then like our family got like a Wii in 2009. Like, Kevin Rudd, you done it again.
The Big Short's just about how Nintendo fucking thrived during the GFC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but no, so you got a Wii then. What?
Yeah,
what,
that was my first. Oh,
what'd you
okay. No,
have?
that's a lie. Actually, I did have a Game Boy.
Cool.
It was a reluctant gift from an aunt that I don't think my parents wanted me to have, but I loved
so
that thing.
It was reluctant because your parents didn't want to accept it, or was reluctant because your aunt kind of
reluctant
wanted
from
it for
my
herself?
parents letting me have it.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah.
What was on it?
What I have? I had Zelda. I
Sick.
had Mario, obviously.
Yeah.
What else did I have? What's the little spaceship shooty one? Asteroids?
Space Invaders?
No, asteroids.
Asteroids.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
You know
like,
the little triangle
so like
that
an
spins
OG
around?
Oh, yeah.
Game Boy.
It was
like
it was a color,
oh, Game Boy Color.
but like
okay,
the ones
yeah.
that didn't have the backlight yet.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It was pretty cool. It was yellow. I liked it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
pretty
can't.
good.
I think that I had other games, but I didn't like any of them.
Yeah,
I only really liked Mario.
that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
You do have quite a fondness for chubby Italian men.
I'll have you know.
Mediterranean.
I am
Mediterranean.
Maltese. Mamma mia.
It all makes sense now.
Put on
Yeah.
the overalls.
Do it.
Okay. Open up my Mario trunk. Like I've got a whole series of props and outfits.
Yeah.
Do you want fire Mario tonight, baby?
It's the cat costume.
What is it? Give you mushrooms, you get bigger.
No. Not in my experience.
Yeah. So anyway.
Sorry, wait. I just need to pump up that little one. Can you say that again, please, Ethan?
Not in my experience. That's fun. That's mad horny.
Sweet. Sorry, I just need to pump up every dying riff.
Fuck. All right, let me shut the fuck up. Let me continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we went from Game Boy, we graduated to Wii, which was very exciting.
Yeah.
And then it probably wasn't until I moved out that me and my partner at the time, we had an Xbox, which was exciting. And I don't know, what did I get into? I really liked BioShock. I really liked Fallout.
Oh, yeah. So classic, just kind of the single player RPGs.
Yeah, I love me an RPG. Love
Yeah.
me an RPG. I fucking hate anything that's like world building. Like Sims can die, in my opinion. I know that's a very controversial opinion.
That is not what I thought you meant by world building.
I
Oh,
was
that's
like,
the
I
wrong
just
thing.
fucking hate immersive games.
Yeah. I was just like, what type of RPGs are you playing? Yeah, you know, Fallout. That game that has zero world building.
When I turn on Fallout, I just open up the Pip-Boy and that's all I do. Do I just need to wear a do not disturb?
Sorry, man. I can't hear over the funky music. What was that?
Damn. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to shut the fuck up.
Oh, that's cool.
Thank you.
No worries. Ethan, if you can just let Bianca speak,
If you
that'd be
let me
really
finish.
good.
Thank you.
If you could just...
I'm pretty done. I don't know.
You're done.
What else
You're
do I?
world building. Yeah. So but
Yeah.
that was pretty funny because by world building, it wasn't an immersive game. It was I just hate being God.
Yeah,
I hate controlling
I hate
stuff.
it. I hate it. It's the most boring platform in existence. I don't understand how people can enjoy putting together a house. I do that in real life and it's
I think you
stressful.
can make money off of it. I was talking to my sister about it.
Sims?
Yeah, I was talking to my sister about it. Where like you design your own house and like layouts and stuff, and then you can upload that format. And then, oh no, she just mentioned downloads. People, if they like it, they can then download and put it into their Sims world.
Oh.
I don't know if that's monetized or not. And by the sounds of it, I don't think it is. But
Just going into like an architecture interview, and you're
But that's
like,
insane
I've
that-
actually got a lot of
Yeah, I've got a
houses
lot of
downloaded off
experience.
Sims.
that's actually pretty funny that's the one thing that EA hasn't monetized. Like a company knowing to monetize everything. Like, yeah, no, just design houses, upload it for free, download it for free, do whatever you want. We're a creative company.
Yeah, we really like architecture.
Yeah.
It's the one thing we
It's
don't
the
want
one
to touch.
thing we're about here. But no, say Ethan, how about you? I know you're also a long-term gamer boy from birth. You came out with a controller and a
That's
desire
me, man.
to beat Bowser.
Yeah, that's me. I came at my first words were, who deleted my save? My first words were a full sentence.
Who deleted your save? Like, oh my god, is this proof that this is reincarnation? The original save was the life you lived before this.
Yeah. That it's actually very steeped in karmic tradition. Anyway, yeah, no, I've loved games ever since I was a kid. Like, I didn't get a games console until I was about 6. After my parents divorced, my mum bought
6.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
I
It's
know.
11 years earlier than me.
I think it was 5 when I got a Game Boy Color.
I think, yeah. So my mum bought an NES off a kid in our street. Yeah.
Hey kid, I give you $20 for that NES.
I think it was like a garage sale at the street, and she bought it from that. But so I love that. There was 3 games on that.
Did you know the kid?
No, he was an older, like, you know how like when you're like 6 years
Oh,
old,
right, yeah,
everyone who's like older than 10, you're like, you're an adult.
Yeah.
Like teenagers look like fucking
Yeah.
30-year-olds. Yeah, so it was just, he was probably like 12 years old, but in my mind he was 35.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Be great if he actually was 35.
Yeah. He's just like, who wants this nest?
Yeah.
But there were 3 games I really loved. I think we had a few more, but the ones I loved, like we had Super Mario Brothers 3,
Cool.
which is like, such a good game. We had another game called Konami Track and Field, and there was like just
just athletics or something.
Yeah, it was just like those Olympics games where it's just like a bunch of mini games based on sports. And the only one we really liked was the only one we knew how to play was Taekwondo, because it was just like a really simplified like fighter.
Yeah.
But the game me and my cousin Josh, who was a few years older than me, he would come over and we'd have sleepovers. And the game we loved to play and like beat so many times is called Guerrilla War. It was like this old top-down shooter where it was like couch co-op. So 2 players just running around through Vietnam, shooting Viet Cong, which we didn't understand the like context at the time, but they're like, yeah.
And how do you feel about a banh mi these days?
I love a banh mi.
Okay, that's
and that
good.
all started
the indoctrination did not work.
It wasn't Vietnam. It was Cuba. It was it had Fidel Castro on like the opening splash screen. And
how do you feel about a Cubano sandwich these days?
I fucking love Cubano.
That's good. The indoctrination did not work.
So those were my like earliest gaming memories. Like I remember, at least in my own home, like I remember going to other people's houses. Like my mum would go to pick up my sister, and her friend would have like a 64 with Super Mario 64, and I was like obsessed with the games, but I just didn't know how to play anything.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I feel like that's everyone's first experience with video games. People are like, oh, just play this. You're like, oh, how do I do it? And they're like, figure it out. And you're like, what? What are you doing?
Like I was one of those kids who'd like try and play a driving game, and I'm like turning the controller.
Yeah.
If only I was born when the Wii happened, and then I'd be right. I'd be turning it with the controller.
You would have been the best. You would have been the best video game player of all time.
I'd be the wizard. I'd be the king.
You'd be the king of video games. No, that kind of reminds me though of like when I was a kid. Like, did you ever have anyone in your life who, I think it was like the first time I was playing Smash Brothers, whoever I was playing it with, I was like, oh, how do you control? And they just didn't tell me.
Oh yeah.
So they could beat me.
Yeah. That's like the ultimate king move. It's like if I don't tell them the mechanics of gameplay, I will always be on top.
Yeah, and then it just motivated me to become better than them, and then I just became unstoppable. It was like my supervillain origin story.
Yeah, like now you have a gaming podcast. Like who's laughing now?
Yeah. Them.
Not the audience at my bits.
No. The only ones who are laughing is them, because they're listening to this very funny comedic podcast all about video games.
Fun.
And they're loving it, and they're leaving it 5-star reviews on whatever platform they're listening to this on. Who's to say? No, thank you guys. You guys have got plenty of cool stuff about video games. Let's get into the news. It's the freaking news. Here we go. Big news this week in video games. So the recently released calculator app for the Nintendo Switch is actually being downloaded by the new Battle Calculator app. The app has been adding up downloads by being a simple multiplayer game based off the rules of the Countdown game show in the UK.
Oh, Countdown.
Yeah, I love Countdown. So it gives you a number and you just have to be... everyone aware of Countdown?
We love Countdown.
I don't think I've ever watched Countdown. I've watched 8 out of 10 cats does Countdown.
Yeah. So it's essentially you get a number, and then using multiply, addition, subtraction, division, you have to use the individual numbers to reach that number. Whoever gets it the fastest wins. But it turns out people much rather play that than the calculator app that's like came out 6 years later after the Switch did, for whatever fucking reason. Some more early reviews of the Steam Deck have been coming in. A bunch of YouTubers who apparently Valve deems acceptable to receive an early version of the Steam Deck because they're an actual source of video game news and have an influence over what people purchase, are worthy of trying it out. And they're all saying, yeah, this is sick.
Am I detecting a hint of salt, Dan?
Oh man, let's just say if this meal was served to you at a restaurant, you'd be complaining with the amount of salt you used.
Oh,
you'd be sending it
sodium.
back. You would be sending it back. Because I'm very excited to. Do you guys? Are you aware of the Steam?
I am aware of the Steam Deck.
Are you aware of the Steam Deck?
I don't.
I'm
not a computer person.
Babes, I showed you. No,
the length of my computer gaming would be Neopets.
Sick. Well, you could Play Neopets on this. I believe Neopets is on Steam.
Oh my god, I wonder how my Neopets are doing.
Is Neopets a Flash game?
Yeah, but surely they would have updated
No,
it. Do I have
because
Steam on my phone?
Flash is done.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Support for Flash on
Okay,
browsers
pour one
ended.
out.
They're dead.
Pour one out for Flash games, baby.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to the Neopets.
Oh, God.
That's sad.
No resurrections.
That's sad.
R.I.P.
Take no
to
prisoners.
the Neopets we used to be. Dun, dun. Oh, fuck.
That's the new theme song.
There it is.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta pivot.
Also, yeah, because Ethan just mentioned it, you guys would have heard before this episode actually started. We've got a theme song now, so thank you very much to the lovely Duncan, or Dumbcan. You might have seen me promoting him on Instagram. He does some very good Twitch streams, so thank you very much.
I always read it as dumb can't. Like, dumb can't.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, Dumb can't. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good, because I thought I was wrong too.
No, I just forgot the T. Yeah.
Words
the
are
dumb
hard.
can. Dumb can't.
Yeah. Yeah, so what happened there, just for everyone listening, what happened there was I fucked up, and then, but because I fucked up so confidently, these two people who were both correct thought they were in the wrong and just had a crisis of confidence.
It's all about confidence, baby, and you got it.
So if we've learnt anything from this little interaction, it's say whatever you want, just do it with confidence.
Absolutely.
And people will believe you and then they won't trust what they know to be true anymore.
Yeah.
So the Steam Deck, that's looking good. Pokemon Unite continues to delight.
What is Pokemon Unite?
It's the Pokemon MOBA.
I don't even know about this.
Yeah, so it's only on Nintendo Switch at the moment. It's coming to iPhone and Android. Pretty much all the reviews like this is a perfect game, except for I can't play it on PC. This would be like the perfect PC game. It's like a non-toxic version of LoL and Dota, and it's bright and colorful, and it's just a lot of fun.
That sounds fun. But Nintendo will never let that happen.
No, they won't.
Can you get like a keyboard and mouse for the Switch? Because surely that'd be like the ideal way to play a MOBA.
Yeah, if you could get like a Bluetooth receiver for a USB-C input.
Oh,
No, there's a USB input on the dock. So maybe if I plugged a Bluetooth receiver into that, I'm gonna test this theory out.
Yeah, test it out.
Okay, you heard it
Play
here
some
first, folks.
MOBAs.
I'm gonna test.
Get it, baby.
I'm gonna test out this Pokemon MOBA, but I'm quite excited for that. I need to play that shortly. Now the big two big news items left for this week. So I hope we're both ready for this.
I'm ready.
Ooh.
The first one, I'm gonna need some hot takes for it. The Louis Vuitton game launches on mobile,
Oh,
celebrating the 200th anniversary / birthday of Louis Vuitton. I don't know.
What is the Louis Vuitton? Like, how do you make a game out of a fashion brand?
The story of Louis Vuitton.
Oh, stop it.
Is it like an RPG?
Well, it's a
That
mobile
would be
thing, and you like
amazing.
collect candles and fabrics and
Oh,
stuff.
all I can say is it's about time.
It's like a survival, like,
I know what I've been
crafting game,
waiting for.
But you're just building a fashion empire for like cunts to just flex on people.
Yeah, it's like a Rust server, but instead of the wilderness, it's just Paris.
Yeah, like the fail state is like, you have no clout. You're like, no.
Yeah, it seems, because I was just like, oh, surely this is just like maybe a puzzle game where you like put pieces together or
It's
try to
just-
remake the logo, but there's an actual narrative to it.
The puzzles are just like a bag, and you just put the Louis Vuitton logo on it, and it's like, wow,
Yeah.
now the bag's worth $3,000.
Yeah, let me just show you some screen grabs from the game. No, I don't want Louis Vuitton. I want Vuitton the game.
Why are you looking that up?
Yeah.
I just found out that Louis Vuittons are a shoe, and not just. I thought people were saying Louis Vuitton the whole time.
Wait, what?
There's a luxury shoe brand called Louis Vuitton.
Is there?
There is, and the whole time I heard it said, I was like, oh, that's a weird way to say Louis Vuitton.
Are you sure you're not just getting it wrong?
You know what? I'm so confident. You guys better be insecure about your intelligence.
I am. I don't know. I haven't heard of it.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
we're
Well, I mean,
not-
Louis Vuitton's bags.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's high end. They're both high end.
True.
So this is it. So it's called Louis
Oh my
the
God, it's
Game.
pretty.
Oh my gosh.
And it's
What?
like a 3D world.
It looks like
Explorer.
Journey.
This doesn't look like what I'd expect at all.
No.
I want this game.
0 bags inside.
I'm ready.
I will say though, with a title like Louis the Game, I just hope that it would be like Louis Throw.
Yeah.
It was like,
Did you hang out of jail with pedophiles?
Yeah. He was asking them questions and getting them to dig their own graves.
So
like,
how did you know that you were a pedophile? But it's like him. It's him asking the question.
It's just LA Noire, and they're just pulling the most obvious face. It's like, so are you sexually attracted to kids? And they're like, absolutely not. And then their like eyes are darting all over the place.
But yeah.
Wow.
That's sick. So it's described as an art-forward adventure game celebrating Louis Vuitton's 200th birthday. Join Vivian on her adventures as she journeys to 6 vibrant locations across the globe in search of 200 collectible candles to celebrate our founder Louis Vuitton's 200th birthday. Each candle unlocks fascinating stories about the journeys of Louis, his family, and the Maison. Explore worlds inspired by the spirit of travel and master all of Vivian's unique abilities to unlock iconic moments from Louis Vuitton's history.
So many iconic moments.
Yeah, compete against your friends on global time trial leaderboards and collect all 200 stories in celebration of the momentous occasion. Holy shit, device recommendations, 3 gigabytes of RAM.
Jesus Christ.
2 gigabytes of available storage. What the fuck?
And like a bank account that's over 200k.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah, the game just literally costs like 30 grand to buy.
They're like, you're going through all the levels, and then it's like, now we get to the manufacturing stage, and it's just a sweatshop. And you're like, oh no.
What if the final boss is just like Chanel? You'd have to take him down.
You must defeat Coco Chanel. If you don't kill her, she will destroy our business. I don't know what character that was.
That was Louis himself.
Oh, that was was the ghost of Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, I'll tell you what character. It was a character I loved.
Oh, that's good.
That's have you thought about going to voice acting?
No. Off mic. We'll talk about this more.
Yeah. After this,
we'll
peek behind the curtain.
We don't want people knowing that I'm going to pivot into voice acting on the pod. Otherwise, they'll be worried. They might not subscribe. They might not listen or recommend to a friend.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to overstep.
If they think they're going to hear this voice on a cartoon or a movie or maybe an ad, people aren't going to want that either.
It'll break the immersion if they're like, oh, that's Dan from the gaming
from
podcast.
The tax deductible game.
Yeah. The name I forgot again.
Yeah.
The tax deductible game.
No, but that's exactly what people will be like, because like that's Dan from that fucking podcast. I can't remember what name it is.
I can't be enthralled in this show because this taxation officer character is being played by the tax deductible gamer. Like
it's breaking immersion.
It is. It's a conflict of interest,
and it just doesn't make any sense.
Jesus Christ! What are your thoughts on this, B?
What?
What? B, have you thought about going into voice acting?
Jesus fucking Christ, Ethan, not on the pod. Not once we've hit record. But no, so yeah, that's Louis the Game. If anybody wants to check that out,
that's amazing.
Louis, the traditional spelling.
Of course.
I'm more of a Kmart Essentials the game kind of guy.
You just like run around Kmart like bashing mums out of the way, grabbing things on sale.
Nah, it's just uninteractive screenshots of the Kmart website. I'm just flicking through. I'm like, what if?
Oh, dude, imagine. Should I get the Spider-Man shirt with a Spider-Man graphic tee with a suit jacket?
Oh man, look, this loose pair of underwear that was originally in a 5-pack is only $2.50.
No, it's not really my cut, eh? $2.50. Nah, I'll get a caramello koala.
Love a caramello.
For $2.50? Where are you getting your caramello koalas?
Big ones.
Oh.
No, I actually don't know.
You're getting chocolate drive,
dude. Have I just been fucking ousted? You know, like that question about a politician, like how much is a loaf of bread? Or
you're Lucille Bluth.
Yeah, I've just outed myself as apparently
Michael.
having too much money because how much can a caramello koala really cost? $2.50.
What did it cost? $10.
This man is out of touch. But yeah, so final bit of news. This one's actually quite exciting, and I'm probably going to delve into the story a bit more. and keep on, as I find out more stuff, giving updates. But Daniel Burbank became the first person to own all of the fastest lap records in Mario Kart 64 this week.
Who's Dan? Is that is he just a speedrunner or?
Yeah, he's just a speed. Yeah.
Okay, no, I mean, like, is this like a celebrity? I know.
No. It's just like a speedrunner. I only found out about him once a time 10:30, 2 hours ago when I was researching for the pod. It took him a while. So essentially, for the fastest lap records in Mario Kart 64, they do fastest in. So there's 16 tracks in Mario Kart 64. You get one record for fastest individual lap time and another time for fastest overall race time. So for all 3 laps, it's taken him. He's been trying to do it for like 10 years or something.
Jesus.
But it's taken him this long because every other speedrunner in the Mario Kart speedrunning world formed an alliance to stop him from doing
That's
so
hilarious.
I want to see that movie.
Yeah.
Where they're like assembling the team and it's like Jerry Quall.
Yeah.
He knows how to do the leap of faith on Rainbow Road.
So no shortcuts though.
No shortcuts.
No shortcuts.
Because that's a thing in speedrunning, isn't it? Where
Yeah,
they're like there's leagues or whatever where they're like they allow the exploits and there's the ones where they don't allow it.
Yes.
So that's cool.
So this one is no shortcuts. So they formed an alliance to stop this one guy from getting it for whatever
that's
fucking
so
reason.
funny.
Imagine how bad that room would smell. Like, geez, you guys sweating Monster Energy drink? What's going on here?
You guys had a soap or just deodorant? If you're not going to hear of soap,
It's just Lynx Africa.
yeah.
How about you speed run into the shower, brother? so you can beat my lap.
Yeah, man, fastest time, and there's like for like 10 minutes. Hey, just get in there. You've got at least 9 minutes to get clean. I reckon you can do that.
You never had a water conscious dad who's like 1 minute, get in, get out.
No, I did. I was just playing the part of we really want them to stay in the shower.
That's true.
Yeah.
Just take them to a car wash.
Yeah.
Just put on some
A whole
goggles.
lot of
yeah.
just push them through.
They're like, don't accelerate. Just put it in park.
Okay, okay, fellas, we're raising money for the speed running server. We're gonna do a car wash. Don't be afraid to get any on you.
Nathan, get back
Apparently
in the
people
car.
tip
No
more.
shortcuts.
Yeah. Apparently, people tip you more if you guys get sudsy. So I don't know. But yeah, so they formed an alliance. Each other member of this fucking alliance specialized in different tracks.
Oh, that's so... Yeah, that is the heist movie I want to see.
Yeah, so they
That's
all like
amazing.
specialized in different tracks and they'd monitor his time records as he uploaded them to some server. So to combat that, Burbank stopped uploading his time, so he'd have a whole bunch to stored up, and then he'd upload them all at once, so they couldn't all take out his top spots at once.
So it was like this like methodical process.
Yeah,
of, like,
and then eventually, so he only did in the last week. You managed to get the final 2. I forgot what. Sherbet Island, the ice one with the penguins.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that was the final track that he needed, and but there's still controversy surrounding it because people are like, well, you can't really bank up your times and not upload them at once because that's not fair. And it's kind of like, you all formed an alliance against me for something that is no money. There's no monetary value in this. None of you were going for this.
This crack team, this Ocean's 11 days without a shower.
Yeah.
Imagine how good that must feel to beat this absolute horde of people who are just against you
For no reason.
for no reason.
Yeah. It's
Just the glory.
Yeah, in the article I was reading, there was like a couple of YouTube essays linked about this entire saga, so I'm excited to dive deep into it.
I
Yeah.
fucking love my video essays.
Yeah.
One of my favorite like video game video essayists
Yeah.
just uploaded a thorough look at the Resident Evil series.
Ah.
Christmas has come early, boys, because this video goes for 7.5
Oh,
hours.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
He's like, I'm not cutting anything.
7.5 hours
Nah.
is fucking insane. Not even uploaded into parts.
Well, he's actually very conscious of how long his videos are. He's like, in the description, he's got chapters, and he's like, I understand you should not watch this all at once, but here is each game separated into time codes and stuff like that.
But you will definitely watch it all at once.
Oh, dude,
and afterwards, you'll need to go through a car wash.
I once twice They were a couple of years apart, but 2 times in my life, I've watched a 7-hour long video of, I think it was a StarCraft 2 streamer talking to some like absolute insane incel that got kicked off of League because he leaked. So this guy, the guy not playing, the guy he's talking to, got kicked out, like banned from League of Legends because he leaked his ex-girlfriend's nudes. And he did that because she played a character that he didn't like. And he was like, she knows I hate that character, so she deserves it. And it's this 7-hour conversation between these two dudes where this guy's like, this is fucked up. And he's trying to get through to him. And it was like so compelling. It goes for 7 hours.
Oh, wow.
And it's like this heart of darkness depth into like, you just like peel back the psyche of this crazy dude. And it was so fascinating.
That is fascinating.
Yeah, and it's this long ass conversation where this guy's just streaming, so it's just like a Twitch stream or whatever. Yeah. And he's he's having a Skype convo or a Discord convo or something with this dude, and it was so crazy.
Yeah. Well, if you or anyone you know is having thoughts of involuntary celibacy, link in that video. Let them know that they are actually insane. But no, that brings us to the end of the news.
Hell yeah.
So let's talk about it. The big topic for this week. Why have you both here tonight on the Only Lovers episode?
Only Lovers. Get out of here.
We're going to talk about that.
We're talking about couch co-op gaming, which
which
I've been
my
made
favorite
aware.
co-op game. Yeah. Routing.
Oh no. I have been tricked. They told me they've been playing video games.
Nah, man, just sexual intercourse. I'm kidding.
No,
I've never had sex in
never
my life.
ever. We only play video games.
Man, the way that you just said it, I would be surprised if you never have it again. But
you would be surprised?
Yeah.
You'd be like, this guy's going to get so much fucking pussy after this podcast.
Man, this
my
guy,
God.
Yeah, the way he just said sexual intercourse, I can tell that this is a man who is about to just have so much fucking sex. This is a man that's going to be left raw dogged.
Raw dogs?
His dog's going to be raw, you know?
Poor Alfie.
Oh, God.
That's the name
Don't
of your
bring
penis?
Alfie into this.
No, I thought you...
Fuck.
I don't know.
Anyway, it's 10:30? 10:39. Okay, it's officially crazy hour.
It's crazy hour.
But couch co-op, co-op games is a lot of stuff I played growing up because I had an older brother and mum and dad loved buying 2-player games. We played a lot of shooters, a bunch of other stuff together. But what have you guys been playing?
Well, who's going to talk?
You know what? I've been talking too much about how I'm never going to have sex again. So,
well, I mean, one of our favorite games that we played a little while ago, I can't even remember what it's called. What's it called?
Broforce?
Broforce.
Ah,
Broforce rocks.
That was so fun.
That was really, really fun to play together.
What's Broforce about? What type of game is it, actually?
So, it's like a run and gun shooter, but it's like all the terrain and stuff is destructible, and it just gets like super chaotic. So, you're just going through these like 2D side-scroller levels. But like the whole thing, it's Broforce, and like all the characters are like bro parodies of famous action characters.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really fun.
So it's like the Brominator, and
cool. So what's that a parody of?
Oh, it's a parody of Rocky.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, you know?
But yeah, no, Broforce, I remember I played it years ago when it was just a beta. Yeah. And I just had a few levels and it was super fun. And then I bought it like, I don't know, years after that. And I played a little bit, but I didn't really get into it until we started playing co-op, and
it was so fun.
We just burned through it.
Really quickly. Yeah. Too quickly. We want more.
Well, I've been considering buying it again on PS4 just so we can play through it again and be like, this time it's on console.
And we'll be better this time.
We'll be better.
Yeah. But that was super fun to play together.
Yeah, it's like,
I think it would be like, it would still be fun just playing on your own, but it's one of those games that, I don't know, it was fun to work together and like.
Yeah, and like it's like such a chaotic journey that you're just like, oh wait, and it's like an experience. You're like, our relationship was stronger for finishing.
Oh, literally. And I also really like co-op games where it has some kind of feature where you like you know, if one of the characters dies, then there's some way to save them or whatever. I always think that that's a really fun element because I don't know, you kind of start yelling at each other, not in a bad way, and kind of encouraging me, like, come save me, come save me, come save me.
Babes, look, babe, look.
Go, you can do it, or whatever.
Especially like during
really
boss
fun.
fights, you have to strategize, because with Broforce, it's like, the like live system is like, when you save a prisoner, so there's these little cages, and when you save a prisoner, you actually change your character, so that's also part of it. So if you have a shitty character, you're like, oh, I want to get a new character, so you save someone. But if your partner's dead, then that actually brings them back to life. And so like in boss fights and stuff, what's like kind of like an added fun element is that you've got like these prisoners around the map, like the arena, and it's like, no, don't change character yet, because we might need that life later. So it's like adds that little element of strategy, especially when it's like a super hard boss fight.
Okay,
Yeah.
And like, do different characters have different powers?
Yeah, they all do, which is also cool then, because obviously, you know, depending on a particular enemy you're up against, it might be better to be one
like they
particular
all have
character.
like a main...
But you can't really choose. Like, it's a little bit, it's chance about what character you get when you change.
Okay.
And you unlock more characters as the game goes on. So when you start, I think there's only like 5 or so characters that you'll randomly get.
Yeah.
But then the roster opens up as the game goes on, and like it's really fun when you get a new character, because it like does this like splash screen where it's like, new bro enters the game. Yeah, it's like the whole game's like super macho. Like it's like when you finish a level, you jump into a helicopter, and then like
everything explodes, like, but no,
literally everything explodes. It shows all the enemies you killed, and it's like like this like electric guitar, like absolute riff.
Yeah, it
rocks.
Okay,
I love this.
It really rocks.
It's like
really
a
rocks.
super fun game.
Yeah.
If you haven't played it, I would highly recommend it, especially like...
This sounds like a movie made... not a movie. This sounds like a video game made by people who liked 80s action movies for the cheesiness.
100%.
That's what they took away from it.
100%.
It's so cheesy.
Yeah.
Like, it's real fun.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. There's a very fine line. Not a fine line. I don't think cheesiness and... Let me get this straight. Cheesiness and campness are the same thing. Just a little bit, but cheesiness is just slightly further along on the spectrum.
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I feel like my take on that is like, camp can't be... You can't try to do camp. I think that is what cheesiness is when people attempt camp. That's when it's like, this feels a little bit inauthentic. But like true camp is like, it's like these weird people making this weird shit, and they're not winking at the camera like, right?
Yeah. Whereas I would go, I think the greatest example of what I'm going for is the Predator hand grab. Where that's cheesy, but I think that's also on the same spectrum of camp.
Well, like the whole thing with Predator is that like it starts off like that, where like it starts off as this super hyper masculine movie, and then the whole latter half, once the Predator is introduced, it's just like, oh no, these guys are fucking nothing. Like it's like a complete inverse of these like machismo tropes.
Yeah.
There's also a Predator character.
You can play Predator.
Oh, this rocks.
Yeah. There's like Arnold. You can play Ripley.
Yeah.
One of my favorite characters. You can play
from the Believe It or Not museum.
Yeah.
Dude,
would you believe it?
No way.
But like, you could. Indiana Jones is really fun because you can like whip around the level like a hook shot. And
I can never remember her name, but the girl from Planet Terror with the...
Oh yeah, there's is it Rose McGowan?
Yeah.
So the girl with the machine gun leg.
Oh right, yeah.
And you can like fly using a machine gun.
You can't shoot forward. You can only shoot down. So you jump over enemies to shoot them, but it also propels you up.
Yeah,
it's just example of the sick characters.
And
cool
every character has like a special. So when you like build it up enough, you can. Oh wait, no, it's not building up. It's like you've got like a special weapon. So like the guy. Oh, what's his name? Okay, for Terminator, for example, you become a Terminator with a chain gun, and you're invincible for a bit, and you can just fucking destroy everything.
Oh, okay, so there's like a power upgrade.
Yeah.
And it's just
like a special attack.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's going to be like charge me, and once you hit that, you press B or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Along those
like
lines.
you can pick them up as you go. Like it's like picking up like grenades almost.
Cool.
Yeah, but it's real fun, and like part of the fun is that you discovering the characters' weapons and then trying them out, and that's like an
Yeah,
added
gotcha.
element to it. Yeah.
Trying
Yeah.
to figure out what character you like. But no, and what was the other one you guys were playing? Was it Takes Two?
Oh,
Yes.
oh man.
And I'm excited about this. So I played the previous game, A Way Out. I didn't finish it, but that was the last game that my brother and I played before we moved to Germany. We just had a lot of fun with it because it was a pretty dumb game. Like, it's not an amazing
Yeah.
one, but it was pretty fun just to be like, and just every so often we'd be like, oh man, look, I think I found a way out.
Well, that's interesting because I would describe this game as absolutely not dumb and absolutely amazing
I've heard this
in
one
every
so
way.
much better.
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
it's really good.
I'll preface this by saying I never finished A Way Out, and we're still in the process of playing It Takes Two.
Yeah, we
we're
haven't
about
finished yet.
probably like 10 hours in.
Yeah.
I'd say about 10 hours
Oh,
in.
okay.
I played A Way Out for a couple hours.
Yeah.
I really didn't like A Way Out. Like,
Yeah.
it just felt like really... Like, I could tell what they were trying to do, just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Like, it was like Shawshank Redemption with
Well,
brothers
no,
and
they,
also
they,
prison
They did the
escape.
crime. They should do the time.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
agree.
exactly.
They should
yeah,
not
yeah.
be trying to break
All
out.
cops are right. A car.
The values of Ethan Simiana do not represent the values of this podcast.
So I could see what A Way Out was doing, and I'm a big fan of couch co-op personally. Like, that's one of my favorite gaming experiences.
Yeah.
It Takes Two is not just one of the best co-op games I've ever played. It's one of the best games I've ever
Yeah,
played.
it's amazing.
Like, it's been 10 hours. Every minute they keep it fresh. Every like new level, every new segment of the game, they change it up, and it's all killer no filler, and it's so fucking fun.
Yeah.
Like, I can't stress enough how much I love this game.
Yeah, it really rocks.
I will say right now, Dan, go home, buy it, get a buddy. You can play co-op online.
Get a friend, man.
No, but what I'm saying is, when you buy it, it gives you a free friend pass that a friend can download the whole game and play it with you. So we're playing split
Yeah.
screen, but
Okay.
you can play it with a buddy.
Oh, okay. That's
I
cool.
reckon like the ideal scenario would be if you both, like, you've got a roommate,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
If you both have like an Xbox One or whatever,
Yeah.
you buy the copy, he gets the friend copy.
Yeah.
You set it up on 2 TVs. That'd be the best.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
would be the best because it means I could stay playing the Xbox in my bedroom and he
Exactly.
could sit in the lounge room like a loser.
Yeah, a true friendship experience.
Yeah, I probably would work because we've been playing Halo a bit. We've been playing through the campaigns and
Which Halo?
we're just playing through all of them in the lead up to Infinite.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But no. So It Takes Two. What type of game is it? Like platformer? Because I've seen pictures and
It's
videos.
like an action platformer. Like,
Yeah.
like the main, like, the level structure is very platformy.
Yeah.
But there's like some puzzle solving. But that's the thing, is they keep changing it up. So,
Literally,
like,
every level is different.
the whole like setup for the game is that you're a couple that are getting divorced and you have a kid, and the kid's sad that you're getting divorced, and she like wishes for you to work it out, and you get teleported into these little like dolls that she has of you guys.
Yeah.
And so you're like, this is two things I love couch co-op. I love games where you're a little thing in a real location. like
Unravel.
Micro Machines, or like,
Did you play the Unravel games?
no, but
they're fucking fun.
bought Unravel 2, so we're gonna play that next.
Yeah. But you're not
We were
going to
just
get
too
all the
excited.
nuance from Unravel 1. But that one wasn't co-op, I don't think. I think
No.
Unravel 2 is they introduced
We
the
only play
co-op.
games together now.
Yeah.
Only.
No, I love it, man. It's so good. I hate single player now.
Yeah. Good.
I never want to play an RPG ever again.
But yeah, so like the first level, you wake up in these little character bodies. Also, the characters and the writing is so fun. It feels like you're playing a Pixar movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does, definitely, yeah.
So the first level, you're like going through like what is it? Like the
First
The
level is
basement?
yeah,
Yeah,
and then
you're, like,
into the
in-
vacuum cleaner.
yeah. So you go into a vacuum cleaner, and there's like bits where you're like going through like vacuum tubes and getting thrown around the level, and like when it started, we're like, this is sick, and then the game just keeps it
Yeah.
going. It just
Oh,
keeps
man.
being.
And there
good.
hasn't been a single level that's been like, oh, that one was all right. Like,
Yeah.
they're all on par, straight up
They're
here. Like,
so fun.
yeah, really, really good.
This does sound very good.
It is really good. It's funny because I was kind of thinking, like, the whole point of the game is that you're trying to work together as this couple to repair your relationship and get back. And it's kind of funny thinking about playing it with your actual partner because
we were about to get divorced.
We were about to get divorced. Yeah. It saved our marriage.
Yeah.
No, but like we there's not been a point where we fought over what's happening in the situation because you generally have to work together and talk to each other the whole way through because you both have different abilities as well. Like each level you'll have a different, a different type of gun thing or something, some ability you can do that then helps the other person, and you literally have to work together throughout the entire thing to get through the level. And yeah, it's
really
it's
cool.
somehow I mean maybe it's just us, but I don't know. Like to me, it feels like it doesn't feel like something you can argue over. You can't be like upset at the other person for doing the wrong thing or whatever because I don't know. It just doesn't feel that way.
Yeah, it really like everything is built towards like co-op is the core of the whole game.
Yeah,
like it's not just like a game you could play single player and it's like, oh, grab a buddy and you'll have fun.
Yeah.
It's like for example, there's a level where you're inside the tree in the backyard and you've got to kill wasps. And so one character has
now,
this,
do you mean the insect or the white Anglo-Saxons?
Well, white Anglo-Saxons.
Obviously. Why would you want to kill?
We go down to Rod and Gun and we just start stabbing cunts and it's a great time.
It's really cute.
Yeah.
We really saved our marriage.
Yeah. So like she holds them down. I king hit them with a knife. It's great.
For anyone who isn't aware, WASP is a term for rich white Americans who came over on the first fleets.
Is that? I thought it was just a term for like rich white people. Like,
I could just be rich white people now, but from memory, it's originally people. The reason they were rich was because they came over from England on the first boats across to America. So that's why they had all the wealth. But we weren't actually talking about just beating up white Anglo-Saxons. Just letting everyone know. Please don't.
The insect.
Please don't tell the tax office.
To be fair, I fucking hate real wasps as well.
Oh, yeah.
They suck.
No, I was talking about this with...
Are you talking about the insect again?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Cool. Sweet.
Fuck them.
I was talking about this with Shannon tonight.
Because if you weren't, it's a hate crime.
Shannon Brooke, comedian for listeners, very funny lady. I was telling her that one time I woke up to getting stung by a wasp. A wasp had come into my room and I woke up to the wasp in my bed stinging me. And I was like, this sucks. Like, it was the worst. And then I told Jacob Lingard about it, very funny comedian. And it happened to him the next day.
Jesus.
The same thing.
So you've just, like, put this on us now. Where's the next one cursed?
This is your It Follows.
Yeah. This is the ring. Like,
I had a weird one where I had a shower and I just taken my... stripped down in the bathroom.
You finished your speed run. You went to the
shower. I'd got all 32 all 32 fastest track times of Mario Kart 64. Went into the bathroom to have a shower, took my clothes off, hopped in the shower, hopped out of the shower, put my shirt on. There must have been a wasp in the room when I was having a shower because it had gone into my shirt, and when I put my shirt on, it stung my back. I was like, what the fuck is that?
I got charged with a crime?
My shirt off.
I'm on Yikers Island.
Yeah.
That's assault.
So I'm like, what the I'm like, ow, this really fucking hurts. What was in my shirt? Take my shirt off, spin around, look in the mirror, and there's just a wasp hanging out of my back. I was like,
he's still there.
That's nightmare fuel.
Oh my god.
It was bad. Anyway.
I took it off. I realized it was from JJ's.
Yeah.
333, only half evil. That's got a sting.
Can you play the jingle? Yeah. Thank you.
I'll
give you a copy of the jingle, Bianca, just for personal usage.
I do need it, yeah.
Just walk down the aisle to that song. Ever bombed at your own wedding?
You're just like, I do, and there's just silence.
Just during the vows.
Ryan Sims in the back, just like,
yeah, we're just like reciting the vows, and we're like, it's really bombing.
Yeah, it's not meant to be.
Tough audience.
Oh my god,
so
dude.
Like, it's not meant to be funny, man. And you're like, no, he's bombing. I can tell. He's sweating up there.
Very quick.
I'm like, it's okay,
tangent.
baby. We all have bad gigs.
After my vows, I just turn to the crowd. I'm like, sorry, that's a new one.
Someone's up the back giving you the light.
Can someone tell Ross I'll be late to the wedding? We witnessed the worst wedding maid of honor speech I've ever heard. Should I
Are we
bring
allowed
this
to
up?
say this in public?
I just won't say their name.
Yeah, cool.
And also, the people, the betrothed, won't listen to this podcast.
Okay, good to know.
No, they're on the target audience. It's
They're
fine.
not. Yeah. They're
married. They're not listening to a video game.
No, they're our Amish friends.
Oh, really?
No.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, man.
For a
We
second
met
there, I
them
was
on
like,
their
are they?
Rumspringa.
Well, they're allowed. They're allowed 1 year out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So,
Sorry, I'm not quite sure why. I was just like, Ethan Bianca definitely have Amish
Yeah.
friends.
so like one thing I hate is when someone does their version of being funny is just like Reddit style references. So this wedding speech was like filled with like just like Harry Potter references, and then they were like, "That's a Harry Potter reference for you." The whole room's fucking cringing.
Yeah.
And it's just like, so I don't know if I can say this. No, it's okay. So one of the wedding
Beat
party,
down those friendships.
their mother passed away like a couple years ago,
Okay.
and the maid of honor was like, you know, so and so's mum died, but you know, we're your mum now. He's your mum. She's your mum. We're all your mum now. My friend in front of me is looking at the dad who's sitting behind me, who's fucking stone faced scowling. And like the whole time the room is just like, "Ugh." And then she ends the speech by going, "Oh, and the Lannisters send their regards." And then I fucking headbutted a train because I needed to die.
Wow. That sounds like you had a very similar reaction to what I had when it was just me and my friend in the cinema for the new G.I. Joe Snake Eyes Origins movie, where at one point I took my wallet out of my pocket and just yelled into it. It is so bad. Nobody see that fucking movie. It doesn't make any sense.
Don't see it.
I don't know how you make a bad martial arts movie in 2021. Like, you're not the first one to do it. There's so many other examples. We're getting off topic.
We are off topic, but this is fun.
Yeah, this is fun. But no. Yeah, so anyway, so you guys were in the tree and you had to beat up the wasp.
Oh, yeah.
Retracing
Yeah,
our
so
steps.
you have complementary powers. So went to kill the wasp. One character has like a sap gun that shoots them with like this like honey or sap or whatever, and the other character has the rockets. So the sap slows them down and the rockets blow up the sap.
Yeah.
So you can't kill them without working together.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and that's just one example, but like
Yeah,
all
they're all like that.
and like the powers and the settings change constantly, and it's got like the amount of times I've turned to B and been like, how does this game stay so good?
Yeah.
Like a lot of like even games I love, there'll be like a period where you're like, oh, this is like a bit of a lull. This is kind of like a dull part of the game, but none of that.
Not at all.
It's so fucking fun.
We were also saying how like it keeps going, like in a good way, because we don't want it to end.
Yeah.
But it's like you almost think that the game's going to end and then something else happens and there's more to it, and it's great because you're
Much
like, I
like
don't
an
want this
actual
to finish.
divorce.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. It
Oh,
never
I
ends.
never wanted to end.
Yeah, the lawyers always find something else to drag it out a bit longer.
And what's crazy, I was telling Josh about it, my coworker Josh. So
Yeah.
he played the game before we did.
Yeah.
And I told him where we're up to, and I was like, "Oh, I think we're pretty close to the end." He's like, "Nah, man, you got a while to go." I was
Oh,
like,
really?
"Yes."
We're also saying, like, we're already ready to play it again. We're like, we can play it again and switch characters because we've stayed the same characters each time.
Yeah, that's a good way to
We
do
can switch
it.
characters and it would totally new abilities
Yeah.
and stuff.
And that's a good way, to double your money.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
For a game that already
100%.
gives you 2 copies.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. It's the game that keeps on giving.
We love this
Hey,
game.
man,
it.
just like marriage, it takes 2.
No, that's sick. So, yeah. So, you guys haven't listened before, but on this little podcast, we do things a little bit differently around here. Doing our reviews, we give it a scale of 1 to. No, would you go to jail? Would you go to jail for this game?
What did the
Oh.
game do?
No. As
Like-
in, like, you've claimed it on tax and the tax government. And the,
Yeah.
and the
I
tax
thought it was
government's like, no.
No, go to
This
jail.
game committed a hate crime. Would you go to jail? So
Yeah, or
Would you
dude,
cover for it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
would you
I said
provide a
it.
false alibi for this game? if it wakes you up in the middle of the night with a phone call, their voice is shaky, and they're like, "Hey man, I really need some help. I fucked up right now. And, dude, don't worry, man. I'll be there. Just calm down. Just calm down. Just let me know when you're on. I'll be there." It's like, "Oh man, there was this guy in the park. He just came at me, bro, and I just couldn't stop him. You know how I get sometimes. Like, yeah, man, it's cool. What did you do? We'll sort this out, man." And then you end up finding out that the game murdered someone.
Yeah.
And you have to cover that up and provide a false alibi. And if it's ever found out that you covered for this game, you too would go to jail. Is this game worth that?
Yes, a million
Oh,
times.
I was going to do like a 1, 2, 3, but it's fine.
Well, I guess we need to play the game
No,
a
I'll
bit more
say-
to learn how to work together.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You can still say 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, what a great moment that was. I'm not going to edit that, so that was how I'm not going to edit, so that's how it always was. But yeah, no, that's pretty good. Well, unlike you two, I've been playing a single player game this week. I've been playing a single player game.
Single player game.
Because you guys might have picked up some hints earlier, but Ethan and Bianca were mentioning I need a buddy. No, I've been playing. I've been playing a game.
Everyone apply within.
Yeah.
No.
Everyone, befriend my friend Dan.
I don't. No, I have
He's a
plenty of
friendly
friends.
friend.
It's fine, guys. I have plenty of friends. Just not enough time. But no, I've been playing. This game. Everyone's been talking about it. By everyone, I just mean my particular internet algorithm. Death's Door, which is so much.
Death's Door. I've never even heard of
Nice.
it.
Okay, it is so much fun.
Yeah.
Isometric, Zelda-like, almost like Souls-like game where you play a crow that is like a soul reaper.
Ooh.
Oh.
And it's really hard, and you have to, in the opening mission, you take down this big boss and the people in the department. It's kind of like, did you guys see Loki?
I have not seen Loki.
Did you say yes?
Yeah.
Okay. How's only one of you seen Loki?
Ethan works a lot and I don't.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
Yeah.
We
It
have
just seems
opposite
weird.
work schedules.
Yeah. This is just, I think this is the first time I've ever found a couple that, because I know you also like, oh no, you don't love Marvel movies.
He did get mad at me when he found out I was watching it.
Okay.
It was an argument, but then we started playing It Takes Two, and
then
we
it's-
repaired.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
We're
That's
on the
good.
brink of divorce.
We're actually trying to forget about this whole thing.
Okay, I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
Video games saved our
Okay,
marriage.
but you know, like the department that Owen Wilson
Yeah.
works for on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's kind of like that, but it's all run by crows and they're reaping souls.
That's so
They're wanting
cool.
souls?
Reaping.
Jesus Christ, Dan.
They're reaping. And anyway, you defeat the first boss,
Definitely
and
go
you
to jail for that.
and you and this other random crow appears behind you. It's like big and bulky, and it's like 10 foot tall, and it's like, I'll be taking that, and you can't kind of close this initial door until you get the original soul. So you have to like go through all these other levels to like beat these other bosses. It's a lot of fun. It is very challenging. It's one of those games. It's all about dodging, because
Hell yeah.
essentially you get 4 hits and then you're dead.
I love a dodgy game.
It's you're rolling around. You got a sword. You got a bow. It's one of those games where it's really it doesn't feel hard, if that makes sense. Like when you're playing it, you never feel like you're losing because you're not capable
It's
of
like,
doing it.
It's like never
It's like a
unfair.
semi game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not an unfair. Every time I'm like, fuck, I should have been able to dodge that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's more like as close as it gets to like high school sport when you fuck up and you're like, fuck, I'm better than this. Like I shouldn't have let that happen. You're like, oh, don't worry.
Yes,
I'll get it
this
next
is an
time.
experience I can relate to.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ethan. Bianca, can you relate to it?
I was homeschooled.
Yeah, you can play sport in home
I
schools.
did. I did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was the
I was the best in my grade.
Yeah.
the champion at like that. What's that game where you've got the pole with the tennis ball on the line and you just hit it with
Totem
Totem
tennis.
Totem tennis. You were the
I'm
school champion.
Rock
at
at totem tennis. Totem tennis. It's the best. It's really hard to say a lot.
Totem tennis.
Totem tennis.
Totem tennis.
Totem tennis.
Channing totem tennis.
Oh wow, that's my spirit guide. But yeah, Death's Door, a lot of fun. Big recommendations on Xbox
So
and PC.
is
sounds
it
cool
Death's Door Or
Yeah, Death's Door.
Okay, because
It did sound like you were saying Death's Store.
and I was like, that sounds like a bad shop.
Death's Store.
Get me out of here.
No, the Death's Door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a good one, depending on your mood.
Death's
No
Door.
returns.
What? Oh, fuck. No, don't worry. I was going to reference some random jingle. Okay, the funker has become the funky. But no, it reminds me a lot of like the early Zelda games. As far as like movement wise and attack wise goes, the dialogue's pretty funny, and it's definitely a game worth going to jail for if you have a PC or a Xbox.
Great.
Fucking get it. It's a game that I feel like should be on Switch, but it isn't.
It'll come to. I feel like the
It's by
Switch is like the big indie boy at the moment.
Up until Steam Deck comes out.
Oh yes, dude.
Yeah.
Steam Deck's either going to like demolish it, or because everyone already has a Switch, it's only going to be like a niche product like the Steam controller or like the Valve Index.
Yeah, I think what's going to happen is over the next couple of years, the Steam Deck's going to take over the Switch unless Nintendo does something amazing with the next Switch. Because what you can do with the Steam Deck is you get Steam, you can load up Xbox Game Pass, so you then get you then get the Xbox library with it.
Because it's ostensibly a computer, right? It's like
it is a
handheld
computer. It's
gaming
very
computer.
funny. All of the every time someone's like, "Can you do this with it?" Valve's just like, "Yes, it's a computer."
Yeah, as soon as normies figure out you can just download like emulators onto it,
Yeah.
the Switch is fucked.
Yeah, theoretically you could do that on this. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting console. But no, Death's Door, fucking love it. If you love crows with swords and magic arrows, it's a game for you.
I didn't realize I did until you said that,
Yeah.
and now I do.
Well, Ethan, it's only $30.
It's only $30. I've bought so many games. I've
I
got
can
the
buy my own
backlog.
games. You ain't my sugar daddy,
Yeah, I know.
No,
but,
I'm
you
just
know.
saying for me.
but also,
No,
I
I'm
respect
can you
sorry.
buy it for me?
I'm sorry. I just assumed you had a birthday coming up, but it just happened.
I'm sorry.
I
Who
do
bought
in
It
March.
Takes Two? Who bought Broforce? Who has the PS4?
Yeah, what's your PS4?
That is
Okay,
true.
I think
That
you guys
means
need to
you-
play a bit of It
yeah.
Takes Two after
We
this.
do.
I'm
Bit
now
of a lovers'
arguing
quarrel.
against my own
AKA
original point.
marriage therapy. What games have you been playing, Bianca, without me?
And with who?
Better ones. What have I been playing? I've been playing that The Messenger,
Oh, fuck yeah.
which is really cool.
Yeah.
That's really fun.
How far into it are you?
Not too far. I only started playing it a few days ago, I think.
Have you
Lockdown.
Have you had the split happen yet?
No.
Cool.
Oh, now I'm excited.
Yeah. It's not. Yeah. It's not a story spoiler, but at one point, so you know how at the moment it's like a 2D side scroller.
Yeah.
At one point, something happens in the story that turns it into a Metroidvania.
No way.
Whoa!
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Wow. All right. Didn't expect that. That's really cool.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's a really fun game though.
Yeah, I love it. I started playing a couple of years ago. I still haven't finished it. I'm up to the Metroidvania part though. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's so good. Very difficult.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
But in a really fun way.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like- yeah, one of those, almost like what you were saying about Death's Door
Yeah.
is, like there's a lot of times where you can do better.
Yes.
And you just die by the dumbest stuff that you've done a few times over
Yeah.
already. And you're like, nah.
You know what it reminds me of? This is going to be a fucking niche reference to a YouTube video that Daniel Radcliffe did. But it was a...
Harry Potter.
Yeah. That's a Harry Potter reference for everyone.
Jesus Christ.
No, it was like a video. It was like, I think he did it for like Red Nose Day or Comic Relief or something about how he stays humble as a celebrity. And the thing is, like, he's hired a guy that's better than him at everything he does to keep him humble and all that stuff. And at one point, he just does a complete breakdown. It's like, "You make me feel so inadequate, Jack. What the fuck?" And that's all I could think of when I was playing Death's Door. Whenever I died, it was just like, I feel so fucking inadequate.
It made me feel like Daniel Radcliffe game. You make me feel so
I can't hear you, man, when that song's playing because I got the headphones on. So I'll hear that insult later for me in the editing booth. And by editing booth, I mean at home. Yes, you've been playing Messenger. You're loving that.
Yeah.
A little bit of just modern day Ninja Gaiden, essentially.
Yeah. I like it. Like a bit of, I don't know, repetitive frustration.
Throwing ninja stars.
Yeah.
The little gliding action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gliding's hard.
Yes.
Difficult.
It's not fun.
No. Lots of spikies everywhere.
Yeah.
Spiky
I forgot about the
boys.
spikes.
Whew.
What's the demon's name that follows you around? That was the thing I liked about it. How he takes money off of you.
Yeah.
And then you don't earn any more money or experience points until you've paid off the debt of dying.
Yeah.
I think it's also because I remember the flavor text was like, until he gets enough or he gets bored and leaves. I think you can just wait it out. I think if you just stand idle, he'll just leave after like a couple minutes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Because I've
stand idle.
You could watch a YouTube video.
That's true. It would be like an ad.
You could watch a couple of TikToks.
Listen to a Lil Pump song.
What?
Just a short Lil Pump song.
Are you talking about the rap and Lil Pump, or are you referring to like a Lil Pump Up song, or like a song that pumps
Either
Or
up?
what about,
to
like,
be honest?
Yeah.
A little pump bottle.
Yeah, listen to a Little Pump bottle, you fucking psycho.
Fuck yeah. No, I'm not gonna press it. It's too many. It's too many
There's
times.
a lot.
There's so much funk this pod can handle. Have you just been playing Messenger? Anything else?
I'm trying to think. I feel like that's all I've kind of been playing on my own recently. I forced Ethan to play Borderlands with me because that's one of my favorite games of all time. And then got bored and started playing it myself and then got really far ahead in the levels. And so then when he came back to play co-op with me, he was like a level 2 and I was like level 15.
Oh no.
It wasn't good.
All the I couldn't pick up any, like I could pick them up, but all the guns that were dropping, I couldn't use any of them. And after like a couple hours, I was like,
happy.
fuck this game.
And I was like, no, it's fine.
It was so hard.
I feel like I have been scared to play since, because in case you decide you want to play again with me, but
I think I just need to like in my spare time like level up a bit and then we'll be equal.
but then I'm not playing.
It takes two.
It takes two.
It's a beautiful arrangement you guys have arrived
Thanks,
at.
man.
Ethan, have you been playing anything else?
Well, I started playing the Messenger and then Bianca kind of.
I got better.
She got better.
He can handle
He
the
felt
heat.
emasculated.
He could handle the heat. He got out of the kitchen.
But I bought the Messenger because I just recently purchased the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection.
Oh, okay.
Okie
dokie.
And I finished Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2.
Yeah.
Sigma balls. Which like it's a hard game.
Yeah.
But it wasn't as hard as I remembered. And I was like, okay. And I looked it up. So the Sigma series is like the PlayStation 3 ports of the Ninja Gaiden. So there was Ninja Gaiden Sigma, which is a PS3 port of the first Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, and from memory, they made those ports easier or something.
So they've like
dropped the
changed some
difficulty.
things up. They dropped the difficulty. And I was like, it was fun, but it kind of lacked that. Like, when I first played Ninja Gaiden 2, like, years ago, I was like, this fucking rocks, because, like, it's kicking my ass. But then, when I finally beat a boss, it feels sick.
Because, from memory, that was one of the marketing strategies with the Ghouls and Goblins remaster, was that it was like, and guess what, guys? We're not dropping the difficulty on this one.
Well, yeah, that's, like, because that's Ghosts and Goblins, like, whole thing, right?
Oh,
like,
it's Ghosts and Goblins, not Ghouls and Goblins?
There's Ghosts and Goblins, and it was either the sequel or the one before Ghosts and Goblins was Ghosts and Ghouls.
Could be Ghosts and Ghouls. I don't know. But anyway, whenever they remastered that for modern consoles, I just remember that was part of the marketing. It was cool, like, unlike some people.
And then there's just a picture of Ninja Gaiden Sigma, and they're like, shut up.
But also, it's not that Ghosts and Ghouls was a difficult game because it was a difficult game. It was a difficult game because it was a pretty much broken game.
Well, like, that was the whole strategy with, like, those older games. Like, I'm not sure if that was an arcade game, but like arcade games and early NES games, because they didn't have much space in the games. If you play through like an old NES game and you like have like an infinite life cheat or something, you'll finish the game in half an hour for the most part. Except for some, like Super Mario Brothers 3 was like, I think they had a special cartridge for that gave it more space. So they could have a bigger game. But like all those old early NES games, you can finish them if you're good at it in like half an hour. So like, the strategy back then was to get people to get their money's worth. It was like, oh, we'll just make it fucking unfairly difficult.
Yeah.
Like everything's going to kill you. And it'll send you back to the start of the game.
Just like life, except
Just
for you
like
don't.
life.
Except for you don't go back to start.
Hey man, that's life, brother.
That's life.
So yeah, I think Ghosts and Goblins was just like the extreme of that.
Yeah. Okay. That kind of brings us to the end of the episode.
Oh.
If I'm being honest, guys, it's been so much fun. I
Has
know
been fun.
it's been so much fun.
Yeah, really fun.
But before we finish up, plugs. Bianca, would you like to go first? Anything to plug?
Anything to plug?
This episode will be coming out Thursday.
Oh, Thursday. I don't know. I'm in the Raw Comedy Competition semi-final on Sunday. That's exciting. That's it.
That is
Bit of
exciting.
support.
All my shit got cancelled over COVID.
Oh
I
yeah.
haven't
Yeah.
recovered.
Like I don't get
I
many
know.
paid gigs, but I lost 2 gigs last week because of lockdown. That was
Yeah.
paid. I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't know. Follow me on Instagram. B_Cortez. Do it.
Do it, guys. It's well
Do it.
worth it. It's great content. Great video you put out today. I won't
Thank
spoil.
you.
I will
Thank
not
you.
be spoiling
I'm a little
what
bit
it
of
is.
a
was very
TikTok
good.
/ Instagram reel.
I just ruined it. I'm like, is this the one where you do this?
No, it's a surprise.
It's a surprise. Everyone
It's
go
about
out
me
and find it. It's
discovering
very
my
good.
true self.
It's
It's
very
really
funny.
heartfelt and deep.
It made me cry.
Yeah.
Tears of laughter.
Thank you. I'm glad. I don't know. That's it. Thank you for having me.
And
Ethan, what do you got?
what have I got to plug?
What do you got to plug,
a couple
man?
of plugs.
Oh, he's got a couple.
So me and lovely friend of the... Can I say friend of the podcast? I can't say that. It's not my podcast. Lovely friend and comedian Joel Batham and I are doing a split bill comedy show for the Good Chat Comedy
Yes.
Festival.
I'm doing a festival show
Cool.
too. I forgot to plug it.
No,
Yeah,
your
don't-
time is up.
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, sorry. You don't get this plug.
Damn it. I'm sorry, girls.
So we're doing a split bill comedy show called Not for Babies.
Yeah.
It's on September 20th at the Fritzenberger Good Chat Comedy Club.
Yep.
Please come, buy some tickets, bring some friends, but not if you're a baby. The
No
show
babies.
is, and I can't stress this enough, not for babies.
Okay. No babies allowed.
No babies allowed.
This comedy show.
Oh, no.
That rules you out, Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not allowed to come.
No
Get out of
babies.
here.
Sorry,
Fucking
guys. Can't,
baby.
I won't be there. I'm a big fan baby.
Big baby.
Big
Big baby. I'm a big baby. with a video
Well,
game
Nick
podcast.
Carr's not allowed because he's dressed as a baby on
Yeah.
stage.
Oh, okay.
He's
So
So-
really a
fans.
baby.
If you were a baby at one point in
I'm
your
really
life,
thankful
you're
that you
not
guys
allowed
didn't
to.
ask me to play that role.
So I've got that show, and just on socials, just at Old Mate Ito
Yep.
on Twitter, so you can watch my jokes that I think are really good, get no likes, and I just hear the funk music in the background. Do not play it. Swear to God, Dan. And Instagram, where I repost screenshots of my tweets that get no likes. Yeah.
It's good.
Mm.
It's good stuff. But no, so you also have
I
a
do.
Good Chat
I
Festival show
have
to
a Good
plug.
Chat Festival show with some very funny ladies. I can't remember everyone's last names, but we've got Kiara and Nicola and Meg. That's all you're getting.
Bianca Cortez and the girls.
and the girls. It is going to be called Sunday Session. It's going to be very funny, chatting about our childhoods,
Nice.
all that traumatic stuff. We
Oh,
love it.
yeah.
Good. That's good. And I've got one of my shows is already out there. And the other one is coming. I need to speak to it. It's locked in. So the first one is officially out there. It is Comedy D&D. It's a live comedy D&D show that I'm doing. I'm going to be DMing that as part of the Good Chat Comedy Festival. It's on Sunday the 5th or 6th, whichever date it is, at 6 p.m. Sunday the 5th at 6 p.m. Tickets are currently live. I'll be putting event info in this. And then I have a trial 1 hour show, also the festival on the 16th of September. It's a Thursday night, 8:30. It's called What's All This Then? It's me just trialing out all the material that I've been working over the last year. So that's all coming up as per usual. All my socials at Beer Battered Boy. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch if I ever get around to figuring out how to do that properly. But no, yeah, if you like the show, please tell a friend, get them to listen, strap them into a chair. Because, making a podcast famous and successful, it takes two. Hey,
we love a callback. Hello.
Thank you for not pressing the funky music button. But it's, tell a friend, leave a review. And until next time, keep on gaming the system, baby. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.